All right, Generation Z has grown up during a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. They've suffered a record number of mass shootings and watched as a far-right Supreme Court launched a war on human rights. However, they are as of yet unrepresented in the halls of Capitol Hill. That can't be. So now, for the first time, members of Gen Z born after 1996 are actually eligible to run for Congress this November. And two of them join me now. Ray Reid, Democratic candidate for Missouri's 2nd Congressional District, and Maxwell Frost, Democratic candidate for Florida's 10th Congressional District. Part of the dopest group chat out there, I understand, for Gen Zers who are running for Congress. So come on, fellas, let me in the group chat. I want to know what you're talking about, what the issues are. So Maxwell, I'll start with you, because this Gen Z style of politics is really to go hard in the paint, not to compromise, but to advocate for your people. And I'm just curious, how do you anticipate that going as you join an institution with so many people operating from an older playbook?
Yeah, 100%. And thanks for having us on. And look, it's not about not compromising. It's about showing up to the debate table not already at the compromise. That's really what we're fighting for, right? We understand how government works. We're not naive. You know, I've been doing this work, especially with the ACLU, for 10 years. And so I know sometimes we got to work with folks and we do have to compromise. But what we're saying is let's show up to the table with our values in hand and let's fight for the justice we know that everybody deserves. Healthcare, affordable housing, a world where gun violence doesn't exist. Why? By virtue of being a human being. That's it. That's what we believe people deserve to have in their lives.
Yeah, I think that's such a good point. And, you know, it's interesting, Ray, because as we, you know, people have to understand that younger people, it's time to pass the torch. You know, there are going to be younger people in Congress, and everyone kind of has to adjust their pearl clutching. So there was a state senator who was twerking on the beach, and this video went viral. I'm just going to say I'm not mad at the beach twerk, because as you get younger people involved in the political process, everybody chillax with your pearl clutching. You know what I mean? If you want to clutch your pearls at what happened on January 6th. This is the clerk twerking on the beach. That's her prerogative. I'm curious, Ray, why do you want to go to an institution that is gridlocked, you know, that kind of thumbs their nose at, you know, some behavior of younger people? You can't really get anything done there. Is there a better way to maybe work in state politics or local politics? Why did you choose to go for Congress?
Yeah, you know, for me, and I tell this story when I talk to pretty much everyone these days. You know, 2 years ago, I stood in the crowd and watched a girl named Cori Bush stand up and fight for what's right in the city of St. Louis. And I was just so inspired, and talking to a bunch of friends and colleagues around the state of Missouri, we decided to stand up and fight for Missouri's 2nd Congressional District because, honestly, no one else would. So if no one else could, then pretty much anyone could. And I believe that, you know, we're standing up for what's right in America.
Maxwell, one issue I know that you care about, or both of you guys probably care about, is gun safety. It's a high priority for younger voters. How do you reach folks across the aisle who don't even seem willing at all to compromise on anything like that?
Well, you know, the interesting thing is that's what we're made to believe, that there's no compromise here. But the numbers don't lie. A majority of gun owners are for common sense gun reform, things like universal background checks. But the problem is that the NRA is getting in the way, you know, and the NRA doesn't care about everyday gun owners. They care about everyday gun manufacturers. And that's why we need to elect people like myself who've been doing the work, people like Ray, folks who are going to go to ensure that we, yes, can work across the aisle and save people's lives. And that's why we need folks to go to frostforcongress.com to help us out.
And Ray, you just heard Maxwell give you a shout out there and his own campaign. But Ray, you know, something that is interesting to me on this show, we're very intentional about being authentic. We don't code switch. We have authentic conversations. Politicians often speak from, you know, talking points and, you know, are very buttoned up, and it doesn't necessarily connect with the Gen Z crowd. How do you navigate that space? Because you will be talking to a lot of older voters, but you also want to inspire your peer group who says, yeah, he looks like me. He talks like me. I'm in the shop. I feel like I could sit next to him and we could be chopping it up in the group chat or in person. How do you walk that fine line?
Yeah, something we say pretty much everywhere now is that, you know, this is your campaign too. No matter where you come from, what walk of life you come from, everyone has a place in this campaign. I think that we've been able to bridge the generational gap to this campaign. From day one, I started by going to high schools and colleges, talking to kids about voter registration and voter education. And that's translated because those same kids who were knocking on doors for us are inspiring folks in their 40s, 50s, and 60s by seeing 15, 16, 17-year-old knocking on their door excited about an off-year primary election, a Democratic primary election in Missouri. So, I think we're bridging that generational gap through this campaign.
Well, we will keep our eyes tuned in on both you guys. I just want to tell our viewers that nearly 60% of members in Congress are baby boomers, 67% are over 55, and 7% of House Democrats, only 7 are under the age of 40. So all of this stuff, all of this policy that's happening right now will impact your generation the most. I want to say our generation because I want to be Gen Z so bad, but, guys.
You're definitely part of it.
Okay, well, add me to the group chat. I want to be in the Gen Z political candidate group chat so I can see what the young folks are talking about. Thank you so much, Ray Reid and Maxwell Frost, and good luck to both of you on your campaigns. We'll certainly keep watching, and we'll have to have you back on the show once you win.